everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm just going to reflect a little bit on 2018, what went wrong, what went right, especially about mindset, because I think that's something that harms a lot of artists and creators. Hello everyone, I am MG, a comic artist and a storyteller. Welcome to my channel. And overall 2018 wasn't the best for me, especially my main goals and resolutions. There were some cool things that happened, like the webtoon contest, and that was very good, but it's very funny because 2018 overall, I can describe it with 3 parts, which is engineering burnout, webtoon contest, artistic burnout. Because I didn't learn the lesson the first time. Well, this is actually like a lesson that I haven't learned in such a long time, but finally I am paying attention to it. But yeah, first I burned out in engineering. That wasn't so much my fault, as much as engineering was very hard for me, and I cried a lot. It was a very hard time, and that's why I became so inactive on updating comics and YouTube videos, because it was consuming my life and I was feeling very sad. So I didn't have the discipline to push myself to do anything. I would say I wasn't motivated to do anything, but that's because I had some limiting beliefs that I carried on without noticing to the second burnout. But well, overall it was a very hard semester, and it was the worst semester I think in my life, one of the worst. But you know, my whole life was consumed by school, and I was trying to do things outside of school, like making YouTube videos, and I actually did a lot of things, but it didn't result because I was always so full of excuses or things. Like, for example, this video that I am making right now, you are seeing my face, and I don't like showing my face on my YouTube channel. I prefer to have artwork that you see, and you see you hear my voice and you don't see my face. And I was very shy, so I would make so many videos like this one and I would never publish them. This is not the first time. Like, I was such a coward and I wouldn't publish anything that I recorded, and I recorded so many videos that you are never going to see because I wasn't brave enough. That was something that went on for the first semester, while I was still more or less consistently posting my comic until the very end of the last semester. So almost vacation time. I didn't sleep well, I didn't rest. I have never given myself the full weekend. I'm always doing things. I'm always feeling lazy if I take the weekend off, because those are extra days I can work on things without being interrupted by my family members and stuff. So I didn't get any rest. And then the webtoon contest came out, which was obviously an amazing opportunity. And I didn't know if I could do it, but I myself was like, okay, you are always having negative thoughts, so push yourself and go through this contest. And I did it. I myself didn't believe that I could do it, and that was something that also froze me a lot. So in this webtoon contest, I had lots of more time from my engineering career, but I had way more free time, so everything was the webtoon contest, and I decided to only focus on that. So I didn't work out, I didn't make YouTube videos, I didn't have social life except a little bit with my boyfriend, just to not make us break up. So yeah, I didn't have any balance during the webtoon contest, as always, but a little harder. And I was working the full day on comics or doing schoolwork. It was an awful decision to make, because I got hurt everywhere. My hands, my wrists, my neck, my back. physical, and it was horrible. On top of that, of course, I was feeling sad and unmotivated because I was only working, I didn't have nothing else, and I would only procrastinate making comic work, but I wouldn't do anything. I would be on social media, I would be on Instagram, and I was getting really hurt over the webtoon contest. It was a very good experience, taking that out of the way, because I made very many webtoon friends and I was introduced to a whole new community that really enjoyed my comic. There was a moment there that I got really scared because the first issue got so much attention and so many comments, many comments, likes and stuff, and as I was going along, I was so full of anxiety and fear. I don't hate it, and there are parts I do like, but I feel that right now that I am calm and the contest is far away and the stakes are not as high for myself, I realized that I would have written things differently. The thing that happened to me is that for the first time in my life, I gave myself up for fear in writing. I don't know if you have had this thing happen to you, but overall, I always write for myself. I enjoy what I write, and until I myself enjoy what I write and I am comfortable with it, then I make the drawings and I post it for the whole world to see. This time, I felt like I didn't have time, so I wrote fast. I didn't love it. I was so scared that I wasn't able to judge if it was good or if it was wrong. I didn't give myself the time to outline. That's something that I always do to keep myself calm. And I just posted it to the world. So I myself wasn't really proud of the things I was publishing in Webtoon. I was a little proud in regards to the art, but overall I was so full of self-doubt and I was thinking that I didn't like what I was writing, and etc. I know everyone feels fear and self-doubt when you are publishing something to the world and everyone can judge you. I'm sorry, my English. But when I outline, when I have a story that I love, I do feel that fear, but I know that it comes from myself. I know the story, I already like it. So if someone else doesn't like it, I won't feel it is because the story is bad. I will feel it's because it doesn't suit your taste. And also something that happened is that I myself felt that fear because this is very important in case you want to publish a webcomic. The first issue had 100 likes. Let's put it at that. Second issue was 40 likes, and third issue was 24 likes, and I was thinking, oh gosh, what it means that I'm not doing a good job, definitely. But now that I have been on hiatus for so long, I have seen it, and the numbers have become a little bit more balanced. Not 100%, but yes, more balanced. And that's because every reader that reads webcomics usually doesn't read the update right away, like you expect it to as a creator. Most people, including myself, I also do this. I sometimes wait until there's enough buffer of chapters to read and I binge read them. I did the 4 chapters that were required for the category on the webtoon contest, but after that I stopped posting. I was very tired. During the contest, as I said, I didn't sleep, I didn't hang out with friends, I got myself in a debt with many creators because I believed that I wasn't going to finish the 4 episodes for the webtoon contest on my own. Now I know I could have done it on my own with certain steps. I will maybe make a video on how to make a webcomic faster, in regards especially to flats, because that was something that I thought someone helping me would make me go faster, but it actually, maybe I could have done it myself. And I got myself in some debts because I asked for help during the contest. So what I did was, I didn't have any money. I exchanged free work for free work. So during the contest, people would help me, and if I won, I would give part of the money to them, of course. And if I didn't win, if I didn't win, which is what happened, I would give free work to them. And that's what I did. I did free work for these people. Some of them didn't want to be named, some of them are public, and I'm going to, I don't know, credit them anywhere I have to do that. But yeah, I got in some debt. So I was recovering from the my creativity was gone, and I was very hurt. Honestly, every day I wake up and my hands are hurting, and especially at that time, my back was hurting a lot, and I had to do yoga every day and exercises to make myself feel better. So I took a long time, but finally I found some way of life balance, which is what I am doing now, because I have always thought that life balance was an excuse to be lazy. I'm sorry for thinking that. Now I sleep like 7 to 8 hours a day, which has been amazing, and it really helps. I feel so much better because I have been working out, and that helps a lot with the injuries in my back and shoulders especially. The hands thing, I don't know how to make it better, because the wrist thing is easy. I am using things like that, like this. That helps, but still my fingers hurt, and every morning I wake up like feeling hurt of my hand. So I don't know how to solve that, but I feel so much better now that I am taking better care of myself, compared to days that I couldn't even draw without feeling very intense pain in my hands, and I knew that wasn't good. But yeah, overall, I think I learned my lesson. I know now how to organize myself. I know now how to not push myself too hard, because then it's worse. Because if I am like, yeah, I'm going to work super intense this day, then the next day I don't work at all, and at the end of the day I am less productive because I am pushing myself too hard. I got a reminder from my family that I have to get out of this house as soon as I can. I am still studying, but So for 2019, what's happening? 2019 is the year that I am graduating school finally, well, university, with my engineering degree on animation. I want to make plan A my priority, and that means believing in myself to make this comic thing a success, and also make YouTube videos like this one without caring about anything. And I could summarize everything that I want for 2019 with this phrase, like, fake it till you make it. That's what I am going to do. I am still going to post videos every week. That's something that I want to do. I'm going to post my webcomic from May's War as often as possible. I am now inspired. I am now making my outline as I want it to be. I am now enjoying the story at last. And I still have doubts. I am doing little by little. For example, for January, I'm going to make my webcomic, the YouTube video a week, and a gift to my boyfriend, because we are celebrating that we have spent 3 years together. Yeah. But for example, Winter Secrets, that's my other webcomic. Even though I feel guilty, I will make a buffer about that webcomic to start publishing again more or less around May or June. I'm not going to push myself to do everything at once, like I always do. And something that I want to do, for example, is making blogs. Not boring blogs about my life, because that's boring, but blogs about my comic creation process. And I want to make it more or less around each month, like a January blog, a February blog, etc. Even if nobody watches them, I have to make it for myself right now. It's something that also happens. That's why I said the part of fake it till you make it, because I always have negative thoughts. And ideally, according to my boyfriend and our dreams, we are going to graduate engineering and we are going to move to Canada and we are going to be very happy together there. I have always felt that I am not going to be making enough money, but by June 2019 to move to Canada out of comics and my own stuff. That's what I am trying to pursue. He is very positive and he is trying to push me on thinking in a more positive light. And although I still don't believe that I will be making enough money to move to Canada by June 2019, I have to think positive. Maybe by June 2019 it won't be possible, but maybe a little later. He wants to make video games and he's already on the right track. He already has a job on that, and it's easier because it's in a company than self-made, but still very hard, and he's very good at it. He's very intelligent, honestly. He is going to study a year in a school in Canada, and I could go live with him and get out of this house finally. But who knows what happens, but still I'm going to act like if by June 2019 I'm going to go live to Canada. Even though I feel that's a little delusional, I'm going to try to be positive. And that's another reason why I want to make a blog every month, to keep in track of my goals, to tell you about my writing process and making comics process, but also to remind myself of the end goal, of being positive, of me not feeling like shit until New Year's Eve resolutions, because that's something that happens to me a lot. I am like, oh yeah, I am so inspired to make these goals and more or less I am trying to make them, but I forget some of them and then everything fails and I go on hiatus for such a long time on both YouTube channel and comics, and then New Year comes around, so I'm going to make an effort again and then everything fails again. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I'm going to make YouTube videos weekly, these like blogs every month. Maze War is going to update as soon as I can, and as often as possible. I am dividing the updates. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to this channel if you want more updates like this one or more of the comic stuff well made. And yes, I will see you in my next video. Bye!